hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you make.
Turning it on! And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Picks up 3. That's a first down for the offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's brought down. The flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Georgia Southern's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Looking for space, it's Jackson. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes he goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the ground with the back. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
On the double. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Monarchs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Monarchs have this offense rolling. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ODU.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Got it in the middle, it's Foster. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Past the 45. Nothing but, oh my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Page. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Foster. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
and you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. What a terrible, terrible shame. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
receiving team.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
Ready, break. Easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Harper. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
Okay, ready.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Ready.
Running back searching for a hole. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field.
And first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! Fit it in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's looking to throw. Under fire. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
1st and goal, Old Dominion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harper. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, ODU.
Number 88.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn answered the bell away from the Rent today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Looking for a deep man. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harper. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That's reeled in. It's Foster.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Keeps it on the bootleg. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's third down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's got an open man. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gonna let it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking for a man. It's Page. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Caught over the middle, it's Foster. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Scanning the field, it's Page. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he strides his way